Assalamu alaikum. My dear learners, welcome to Shirazganj Online School. How are you, dear learners? I hope everyone okay and fine. Alhamdulillah, I am also fine. Please tell me by comments, all are okay and clear. My dear learner, at first I introduced with you. My name is Arjina Khatun. I have been teaching Jamtal Thapagandi Government High School, Kamarkhund, Shirazganj. Dear learners, I will share with you a topic, transformation of sentences. First, transformation of sentences. Dear learners, first, I will share with you about transformation of sentences. Changing the form of sentences without changing the meaning of it is a transformation. By interchanging a part and some parts of sentences or the sentence as a whole, and the interchanged parts and sentences should give the same meaning. Dear learners, first we learn some rules of changing affirmative to negative. Dear learners, when the inverse truth as sentences truth, the sentences not change its meaning but change its form. Okay, dear learners, suppose I gave an example. Man is mortal. It is a sentence of universal truth. Dear learners, obviously we change its form but not change its meaning. My dear learners, man is not immortal. We see here, since the form use opposite word, the mortal. Okay, dear learners, when the universal truth of sentences, it's change the opposite, it's change the main word, use opposite word instead of opposite word. My dear learners, next, rule 2. Here we uses the sentences he is rich. He is rich. He is not poor. Use opposite word. Okay, dear learners. Then we Here changes the form of the sentences but not changes its meaning. He is rich. সে হয় ধনী. He is not poor. সে গরিব নয়. Rich uses of instead of not for. Mortals uses not immortal instead of not immortal. Dear learners, next we go to the next rule. Here if sentences has every body, it is uses everybody loves his loves their country. There everybody instead of everybody uses there is no body but loves their country. My dear learners, here the next we go to next rule. I shall when if the sentences has ever instead of use never. My dear learners, example is I shall ever forget your shall I ever forget your advice? Okay, its negative form is shall I shall never forget your advice. My dear learners, when sentences has always we uses its instead of its never. My dear learners, I shall always remember you. I shall always remember you. We use always instead of always, never, and use the remembers opposite word. I shall never forget you. My dear learners, here not change the sentences meaning, but changes from affirmative to negative. Okay, dear learners, then we learn negative to affirmative. Okay, dear learners, uses none when the sentences has none. It's none can avoid the death. None can avoid the death. My dear learners, use the sentences learn its opposite. Anyone can avoid the death. Dear learners, Hassan is never late. Hassan is always punctual. Here, Hassan is never late. Hassan is always. Never instead of never is use late always, and late use late's opposite word punctual. Dear learners, then when only Rohim can help me. None can help me. None can Rohim help me. Dear learners, only Rohim can help me. Dear learners, none but Rohim can help me. Use instead of none but only, and it is a same meaning of the two sentences. Dear learners, okay, next we shall go another rules of the my dear learners, man interrogative make interrogative sentence. Make interrogative sentences. My dear learners, man is the best creature of the world. Is the best creature of the world. My dear learners, if we make interrogative sentence, first uses helping verb. Is the helping verb in the sentence. Okay, it's when we use is, not only use is but also use isn't. Isn't man the best creature of the world. My dear learners, if the everyone in the sentences everyone or everybody, that type of sentences first use WH or who. Everyone loves to read loves to read adventure book. Everyone loves to read adventure book. Adventural book. My dear learners, adventurous book. My dear learners, use everyone instead of everyone. Use who. Use who. who doesn't. It is a present indefinite tense. Who doesn't love to read adventurous book? My dear learners, then we learn when we use he went there, he went there of his son, with his son, Here it is a past indefinite tense and its helping verb is did. Okay, we use didn't. According to use didn't, mainly don't change the answer, don't change the meaning of the sentences. Didn't he go? When did use did, its main verb is present simple. Okay, when present simple is it. Go there with his son. Dear learners, then we learn another sentences. Smoking is bad for health. Dear learners, smoking is bad for health. My dear learners, first, if we change the sentences is interrogative, its helping verb is isn't, smoking bad for health. My dear learners, then we have learned the lesson. My dear learners, obviously its helping verb uses past, haven't we learned the lesson? My dear learners, okay, then we learn another sentences. First, do you know interrogative to negative, interrogative to affirmative? Dear learners, first example is, do you know it? Okay, my dear learners, do you know it? You know who doesn't know it? You know it. My dear learners, then we learn some assertive to exclamatory sentence. Assertive to exclamatory. My dear learners, I wish I had a car. I had a car. I wish I had a car. Oh, that, oh, that I had a car. Dear learners, we learn many other sentences and assertive to negative, assertive to interrogative, and negative to interrogative to assertive. Next day we learn many things, and everybody, I gave you some homework. First, all men are mortal. 2, The flower becomes to garden. Negative, it's a negative, and it's interrogative. Next, who does not love her mother? It is affirmative. My dear learners, the three sentences will be changed in your home. Okay, my dear learners, we came to the our end of the session. My dear learners, everybody will be fine and okay. Goodbye. See you again.